Hola clase, buenos días. Hoy vamos a discutir el calendario español. So, you're watching this video right now so that you can complete the Tomar Apuntes lesson in Google Classroom. So I'm going to share my screen with you really quickly so that you can find the correct document. If you go into Google Classroom, I was in my wrong profile. That's my personal account. So, Google Classroom. Mira. Blocks 1 and 3 are my Español 1. That's for you. If you're Español bloque 1 o bloque 3, this video is for you. So, entonces, all right. We have our categories. Tomar apuntes is taking notes. So, your latest assignment is tomar apuntes número 3, este video, ¿cuál es la fecha? So, necesitan un cuaderno y algo para escribir, something to write with. Prefiero mi bolígrafo turquesa. I love turquoise. So I'm going to be using that to make my notes. And you're going to do hand notes. Then you're going to take a picture. Tengo mi teléfono. Voy a sacar una foto. Okay? And then I'm going to share my photo in Google Classroom by attaching it to this Tomar Apuntes assignment. So I just want you to be clear. You are watching the video, you're taking notes, you are taking a picture of those handwritten notes, and then you are submitting it to me attached. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing. Vamos a continuar con el video. Here we go. So, primero, vamos a discutir el calendario. Some of this information I may have already told you, but it doesn't hurt to hear it more than once, right? So there are some differences in between the English calendar that we know and grew up with and the Spanish calendar. First difference, primero, los meses. The months are not capitalized in Spanish. So this is capital September. You noticed on your list when we went over it that all of the months are actually lowercase. Lowercase septiembre, octubre, noviembre, diciembre. But you notice that a lot of the meses in Spanish are what we call cognates. They're Spanish-English lookalikes. So you can kind of figure out what they are, okay? And if you look really closely, I'm going to try to bring this to my screen. It has it in Spanish. French, septiembre. And Spanish is septiembre. French, Spanish. So a trilingual calendar. Okay? And they're not capitalized there. Okay? Segundo, second difference. The English calendar begins with Sunday. The Spanish calendar actually begins with Monday. So it goes Monday through Sunday. Sunday's at the very end. So your order of your calendarios, okay, in Español are going to be lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo, okay? That's another difference culturally is when you're counting on your fingers, okay? This is uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. They always start with a thumb. This is uno. Whereas in English-speaking country, uno, dos, tres. We do this. They do this. Just a little difference. Okay? So, y número tres. Okay? We say the first of the month. Okay? They don't call this el uno de septiembre. They call it el primero. And we talked about this in class before, so this is not new information. El primero, it's like the premiere of the month. It's the first showing of the month, okay? So no capitals, starts with Monday. And also the días de la semana, okay, they are also not capitalized either. So lowercase lunes, lowercase martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. Did I forget a day? I probably forgot a day. It's been a long day. Okay, so guys, those are some of the diferencias, all right? But now we're going to talk about differences in writing the actual date in Spanish, which I'm sure you've probably seen. I'm going to actually share my screen with you again, okay? Just like this. And I'm going to open up a Google Doc. So that we can write on it, and I'll write nice and big, okay, so that you can see it. And something that you may have noticed as we're doing, every day we're doing calentamiento, the document always starts with hoy es miércoles, el 23 de septiembre. Okay, it starts with the day and the date. Necesito letras muy grandes. Make it like 30. Be like super hard to miss. And then I'll do un color. Vamos a usar violeta. Violeta es mi color favorito. I love purple. So make it even bigger than that. Be really obnoxious. Okay, so guys, today's date actually is my anniversary with my husband. It's September 23rd. Okay? And so when somebody asks, hey, what's today's date? In English, you say, oh, it's September 23rd, you know? But in Spanish, they don't say September 23rd. They take September and 23rd and they flip them around. El orden es diferente. It's a different order. So they say the 23rd of September. So el 23 de septiembre. Remember, no capital. Okay? So, el is the, and de is of. Okay? Try to keep that in mind. That's literally like what you're saying, word for word, the 23rd of September. Let's try another one, okay? So, we're doing our números. By the way, guys should be reviewing your números because I gave you 1 through 100 or 0 through 100. I even put 0 in there. So, necesitan repasar, okay? Los números en general. You guys should be expecting a summative by next week. And we'll go over all the fine details of that this week, though, okay? So, how about, pick a random, May 30th. They're going to call it el 30 de mayo. And if you have ever made that connection, there's a holiday that everybody seems to know in the United States. It's called el 5 de mayo. That's another way to remember. Just think, ooh, how do I write the date? How do I write la fecha? El 5 de mayo, that's the order, the 5th of May. They don't say May 5th, they say the 5th of May. Now, numerically, you've seen dates expressed like today, like September 23rd of 2020. Whoops, not 3030. We're jumping the gun a bit. Then again, if I could skip 2020, I would. Okay, so you see numeric dates, and they have numeric dates too. But you have to remember that the order is flipped around. So instead of doing mes, then fecha, like número, they do número, then mes. Okay, so for example, en español, this is going to be el 23, just like it comes out of your mouth, el 23 de septiembre. I'll put an 09 in there. De 2020. Okay? So, and English, as we know it. Okay? And this can get confusing depending on the month we're talking about. For example, if we're talking about lower numbers like June 11th. Okay? June 11th in English is going to be June 11th. But in español, it's going to be el 11 de junio. I don't know why I like to put the cero in there, but it just really, it feels necessary. There we go. That's better. Okay, so that can be confusing because if you didn't know this walking in and you saw 11/06/20, you would think it would be what date? That looks like, to an English speaker, it looks like November 6th, but it's actually the 6th of June. I mean the 11th of June. So you need to know the difference there, okay? In case you ever go to a Spanish-speaking country and you see like important dates. If you don't know that, you're going to miss the important party. You're going to not be invited to the party because you didn't miss it. Okay? So you want to know that's fechas. Okay? What else do we have to go over? Okay. So we talked also about the cumpleaños. Okay? I asked you earlier today, ¿cuándo es tu cumpleaños? And you tell me, mi cumpleaños es, and let's apply what we just learned. El de number then month. Mi cumpleaños es el 19 de junio. ¿Y tú? ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? I want to know. So that concludes the notes. And I think the very last thing that I asked was, ¿cuántos números necesitan para escribir las fechas del calendario? How many numbers do you need to know? Do you need to know up to 100? No. For las fechas, necesitan 31. Okay? 31. But if you want to know how to say the year in Spanish, right now it's 2020. You can literally say 2020, or if you want to be really like formal about it, 2020. Let me tell you this. 1,000. Why am I writing it that way? Senora doesn't know what she's doing. 1,000 is mil. I was born in the 1000s. I was born in, we're not going to tell you, 1987. 6 or something. Let's just make it up. I'm not telling you my real age. Okay? But you guys are probably born in the 2000s, so you need to know how to say 2000. All you have to say is dos mil. So let me ask you, if mil is 1,000 and dos mil is 2,000, do you know what the 3,000s are? Which we're not going to be around for those. Tres mil. Okay? But let's focus on the dos mil. Okay? So you can call 2020 2020. And when we're finally out of this year and it's 2021, 2000, because it's still 2021. 2020, 2021, 2022. Do you know what the other year was? That was a great year before 2020. That was 2019. Let's add that there. It would be 2019. All we're doing is counting. 2000 this, 2000 this, 2000 this, 2022, 2023. It's like a trabalenguas, it's like a tongue twister, okay? So now you should be all set with your mes, your número en el calendario, la fecha, y el año, okay? You should be able to do all of it. And just in case you forgot, las estaciones, hay cuatro estaciones. Those were in your calendario vocab. We have el verano. I think it's still verano right now. Maybe it's not. El otoño. That's the next season. I can't remember. We're on the cusp of verano y otoño. Okay. El invierno, mi menos favorito de la cuatro. I do not like, no me gustan los inviernos. I don't like winters. Y mi favorito, y la primavera. La primavera es más o menos, en mi opinión personal. I don't mind primavera, but I do have allergies, so it's not the best. But I do love flowers, so. Okay, so son los apuntes. All right. Now that you have that, you need to submit your written copy of los apuntes, take a picture, and send it attached to this tarea, and then get on to the next tarea, which is called, let me share my screen again. You've seen me teach. It's just a series of me sharing my screen and unsharing it. Here we go. So if you've watched this video in its entirety, then you should have no issues. Okay, tarea número 8. ¿Cuál es la fecha? And that asks you all of the questions that should have been addressed in los apuntes. All right, that's it for now. Thanks for being patient. Que tengan buen día. This is due tomorrow before, well, at the beginning of class. All right? Ciao, ciao, nos vemos.